Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to talk about Dendrobium monoliforme. I don't know if that's even how you say that word, but basically the smaller dendrobiums from Asia, or at least these two are. So we're going to talk about these two in particular. I can't speak on behalf of any other varieties of these plants because I don't own them and I'm not going to speak as if I know what's going on. So on the left here is Tenkoumaru. This one is a very unique variegated dendrobium because the canes are golden yellow. There's nothing wrong with it. That's just how it looks like. Everyone always asks me, is there something wrong with this plant? Is that how it's supposed to be? Yes, it is. And the leaves are variegated. You see the white, creamy white, sometimes yellow, but white and green leaves there. And on the right here, we have Kyoubeni, which also kind of has this white border around the leaves. And these almost amber, well, it's amber when the white, whatever you call these things, are gone, but it's amber underneath. And if you can't tell, these flowers are different colors. This one has white flowers. This one has kind of a magenta, pink and white flower. Smell-wise, these have two different fragrances. This one smells like, what does it smell like? It's like floral, but I don't know how to explain it. It's not my favorite smell. It's not a smell that I would actively go sniffing for. It's still a nice smell, but this one is my favorite. It smells like fresh, clean laundry, like fabric softener. And it makes sense, right? Because our fabric softeners are designed after actual nice fragrances like flowers and things like that that humans like to smell. And another difference is that this one, you can see the buds. Let me find it. But this one is kind of not an easy flowering dendrobium. It kind of grows these buds very slowly, as you can see there. There's 3 of them there. And then they kind of look like they're dead or dry. And then you kind of hold out and like wait to see what's going on, and eventually it flowers. So that was really confusing for me. And there's a lot of information online that says, oh, you need to withhold water in the winter and then it triggers the blooming. But in my experience, that killed some of the buds. And it was way too dry for way too long. So I won't be doing that this winter. And also because even when there's no rain, it's still humid, right? And it doesn't mean it's completely bone dry, so I'm not sure about that. And then this one, I got this in February, and I kept it under a grow light. It was winter, my house is really cold, that's why I can grow Masdevallia. I don't use the heater because I'm a psychopath, and this one gave me the biggest flush of blooms I've ever seen on any of my plants. It was a lot. And I noticed that when it forms buds, it does it really quickly and it doesn't dry out and it just opens. So this one is kind of easygoing, a really nice, I suggest this one if you're a beginner. This one is a little special. Still figuring out my relationship with this one, but it grew a lot of canes. The original canes were actually these, I believe. Well, not that one. Like these short ones. And I put it under the grow light and it just grew a lot of taller canes, a lot more mature looking, and hopefully this summer it can bloom for me again. This one is kind of an active growth right now. You can see some of the, I'm not sure if you call these keiki, but at the bottom there, they kind of grow down and they start spreading like that one right there. And it's just growing, and it's growing really well. And I got both of these from Seed and Gay from Satomi. I'll leave a link to their shop in my description. They are where I source most of my plants. I trust them the most in terms of quality. But these, I didn't really like them at first because they just look like sticks. I didn't do anything for a while, but after I saw them bloom, I realized, oh, it was worth the wait. And also the structure of these, it's just nice to look at. It's very interesting. And lastly, when I went to Korea for vacation, I came back, they were totally fine. And I really prefer orchids that are not finicky, and ones that can survive if you're gone for 13 days. These two were absolutely troopers. They were fine. And yeah. So that's my video for these two Dendrobium monoliforme and their differences. See you next time.